Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today because we have some very exciting General Hospital news to talk about, and it's definitely worth the wait. Hey, folks, let me tell you something that's got me all wrapped up this week. I've been following General Hospital for years, and the drama this time around with Jack Brennan has me sitting on the edge of my seat like I'm right there in Port Charles myself. You know, I saw the preview for the week of May 18th to 22nd, and my goodness, it looks like Nina Reeves is about to get herself in even deeper trouble. From what I can see, she might be helping that WSB director, Ross Cullum, inject Jack Brennan with some kind of suppressing drug to keep him quiet. In the trailer, there's this tense scene where Cullum is pushing that strange stuff into Brennan's vein while Nina's holding the man down. Lord, you can see the shock on Nina's face when Jack starts fighting back. I'm telling you, my heart was pounding just watching that clip. Now, here's what makes it even juicier. Remember how Nina messed up big time earlier by giving Brennan that sedative in the first place? Well, it seems like her daughter Willow might be the one asking her to help clean up this mess so Brennan can't spill the beans to anybody. Cullum had already warned Jen Sidwell the week before that they needed to keep Brennan locked down tight. But something tells me this whole plan isn't going to go as smoothly as they hope. I've got this strong feeling that Jack Brennan is going to wake up right in the middle of it all. If that happens, Cullum and Nina could be in for one heck of a surprise. Those two, along with Valentine, have no idea what they're walking into. Brennan doesn't strike me as the type to just lie there and take it. I wouldn't be shocked at all if he turns the tables and starts planning some real payback on Nina and Valentine. Man, that's the thing I love about this show. Just when you think someone's down for the count, they come roaring back with fire in their eyes. I'm dying to see how this all plays out. Nina's got herself tangled in a dangerous web this time, and I can't help but wonder if she'll finally learn her lesson or if things are about to get a whole lot messier. What a wild ride, my friends. I gotta tell you, watching Nina Reeves get dragged deeper into this whole mess with Jack Brennan has me feeling all kinds of ways. That poor woman wasn't built for any of this secret agent, spy game nonsense. She's never had any training, never learned those fancy moves or cold-hearted tricks that the real professionals use. Nina's just an editor at Crimson Magazine. She deals with fashion spreads, deadlines, and keeping her team happy, not holding people down while they get injected with who knows what. Every time I see her in these scenes, I think to myself, Lord, honey, what have you gotten yourself into? You can tell it's tearing her up inside. Nina feels genuinely guilty about the situation she helped push Jack Brennan into. Sure, she never liked the man that much is clear, but she knows deep down she's the main reason he's still stuck here in Port Charles instead of moving on with his life. That kind of heavy weight sits on your chest like a sack of bricks. It's one thing to make a mistake in the heat of the moment, but it's another when you have to keep living with it day after day. Now they've got her helping Ross Cullum with these injections to keep Brennan quiet, and I swear you can almost see her conscience eating away at her. It's gnawing at her something terrible. I keep picturing how she must feel every single time she walks into that room, knowing she's been pulled in to help drug this man on purpose. Man, that's got to mess with your head. Nina's got a good heart under all that toughness, and this kind of work goes against everything she really is. She's doing it for her daughter Willow, trying to protect her family, but at what cost? Every needle, every time she has to hold him steady, I bet it feels like another little piece of her peace of mind is slipping away. And then there's that preview scene where Brennan starts fighting back. Whew, that one really got to me. You see the shock and the pain flash across Nina's face as he struggles. It's not just physical, it's hitting her emotionally hard. She's not some heartless operator who can just brush it off. Watching a man resist like that, knowing she helped put him in that bed in the first place, it's got to add even more hurt to her heart. I've known folks in real life who carried guilt like that. It starts small but grows until it keeps you up at night, wondering if you can ever make things right again. Even if Cullum and Nina managed to get the job done this week, it sounds like this isn't ending anytime soon. They'll probably have to do this week after week, maybe for a long time. That's what worries me the most. Can a woman like Nina really keep doing this regularly? Can she look at herself in the mirror every morning knowing she's keeping a man sedated and trapped, even if she tells herself it's necessary? I don't think so. Sooner or later, that kind of burden starts to crack a person. She might push through for her family right now, but I've got a feeling this guilt is going to build up until something gives. I sit here shaking my head because Nina's caught in a real tough spot. She's trying to fix one mistake by making more choices that weigh on her soul. Part of me feels sorry for her, even though she brought some of this on herself. General Hospital does such a good job showing how regular people, not superheroes, just everyday folks with regrets and love in their hearts, get tangled up in these dangerous situations. I'm really hoping Nina finds some kind of way out before this whole thing breaks her completely. She deserves better than carrying this kind of load forever. What a complicated, heartbreaking story this is turning into, my friends. I can't wait to see what happens next, but I sure hope it brings her some peace eventually. I gotta tell you, even with all the guilt weighing on her, I believe Nina will probably manage to follow Cullum's orders for the first few weeks. She's a strong woman who's been through a lot in her life, and right now her main focus is protecting Willow and keeping her family safe. That kind of motherly love can push a person to do things they never thought they could. She'll show up, help hold Brennan down, and watch that needle go in, even though it tears her up inside. But I've seen enough of life to know this kind of thing doesn't last forever. Nina has no spy training, no experience with this shadowy world, and a conscience that's louder than she wants it to be. Sooner or later, the pressure's going to build up until she can't carry it alone anymore. I keep asking myself, will she finally reach out to someone for help? Maybe she'll confide in a close friend, or find the courage to admit she's in over her head before everything falls apart. That moment could change everything for her. Then there's the question of information. While she's spending all this time around Ross Cullum, there's a good chance Nina might overhear things she shouldn't. You know how these hospital and WSB stories go? People let little details slip when they think no one's listening. If she picks up any important intelligence, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if she quietly passes it along to Valentine Cassadine. Those two share a complicated past, and even when they're at odds, there's still a connection there. Valentine is smart and resourceful. Nina might see it as her secret way of balancing the scales, doing what Cullum wants on the surface while protecting herself and the people she cares about behind the scenes. It would be just like her to play both sides without fully committing to either. But here's the part that really has me grinning and wondering what the writers are cooking up. The previews and little hints they're dropping sure make it look like something is starting to grow between Nina and Jack Brennan. After all the pain she's caused him, after helping keep him locked away and sedated, could real feelings actually develop? I've watched this show long enough to know that General Hospital loves turning enemies into something much deeper. If Nina reaches a point where she decides to save Brennan, maybe by helping him escape or refusing to give him another injection at the right moment, that single act of kindness could open the door to a whole new chapter between them. Imagine that. From holding him down to standing by his side. All in all, this storyline is keeping me glued to the screen every day. Nina's walking a very fine line between doing what she thinks she must for her family and staying true to the decent woman she really is. I hope she finds the strength to ask for help before the guilt completely breaks her spirit. I'm curious as heck to see if she shares any secrets with Valentine, and I'm especially excited to watch how things unfold with Brennan. Whatever path she chooses, I'm rooting for her to come through this with her heart.